notes 9 and 10, I guess. It's about like no, actually just 9. Pricing. So I did the Toolbox newsletter. If you're not already a subscriber to the Immigration Lawyers Toolbox newsletter, email me. I'll add your email to that. A lot of great information we put out there. But the theme of this one was about pricing and things where you think about. One was, don't say yes to everything. Don't negotiate against yourself. I don't think I wrote about that. Probably should. I referenced a video where I talked with the guy called the Price Whisperer. It was a podcast episode where I'm not sure what number it was, but type in Price Whisperer Immigration Lawyers Toolbox, you'll see it. Where it's a guy who's a specialist, a consultant, just about pricing and how that works. But the notes I always make is, and I always say, is keep track of your hours so you have an idea of how much something actually costs you, worth time and dollars and stuff like that. But it got some discussion. I got some responses from people and stuff like that. So it was on my mind. And then this one attorney who's kind of doing what I do for Toolbox for immigration. He does it for like trademarks. His name is Josh Gerben. And I was looking at his Twitter. He puts content on LinkedIn and stuff like that. But I'll read it here. I cite to him. But it says, I've been running a small business, a law firm, since 2008. Here's what I learned about inflation and why many businesses struggle to deal with this. So you have some notes here I want to share with you. It's not too long, but to think about what you're doing, because especially when it comes to pricing, we kind of get stuck where we're at. So it's hard to bring it up. But he says, inflation lesson number 1. My brain is wired to understand the value of a dollar from 2008, the year I started my business. It's very difficult for me to understand the value of a dollar at the present moment. Inflation lesson number 2. Because my brain focuses on what a dollar was worth in 2008, I base decision on how to price our services and what clients would pay in 2008. Lesson number 3, life comes at you fast. As our employees ask for raises, vendors raise rates, and advertising costs go up, our profit margins start shrinking rapidly. I think our business is performing worse, but really it is because I'm afraid to raise our rates. Number 4, as a business owner, you have to find a way to raise your rates without shocking your clients. The last thing you want to do is to lose clients and revenue as inflation is soaring along with your cost to do business. Number 5, here are 3 ways to raise your rates, which hopefully most shock many clients. Number 1, offer less service for the same rates. On immigration, and we kind of like what we do a couple of years now is in our contract, we specify exactly what we're doing. So we don't like what service they are if they want to add on. For example, expedite a request or emergency advance parole request, something like that. Now, in actuality, in practice, I always end up doing this for free to help clients. So, I'm getting the hit, but that's one thing to do. Number 2, raised rates on items clients are less likely to notice. That's a weird kind of thing to say. Just raise rates. I wouldn't say less likely to notice. 3, be direct and negotiate rate raises. Now, a lot of times for him, I guess he has like one company that's every year doing like 5 or 10 whatever trademarks, so we got to redo it. For us, many times it's like a new case coming in. Unless you're a corporate client, like an H-1B that every year come to you, you got to just talk with them, explain it. They're a business owner, they know it. Make it reasonable, and the sooner you do it, the better. So it won't be a huge jump next year. You can just piece, every year raise instead of like waiting a couple years and then do it all at once. And inflation number 6, note number 6, know what the inflation rate is. He says, for me, the 2008 dollar, quote unquote, is where my brain operates from. $1 in 2008 equals $1.38 today. So I have to add 40% to every decision I make about money in reference to what their 10-year ago starting price, 10-year plus ago is. Final thought: inflation creates a very dangerous situation for small business owners. Make sure you know what you're charging, and it's keeping up with inflation and not your perception of the value of dollar was, whenever ago. So that's really important lesson to learn, because at the end of the day, if you're not charging right, it makes practicing really hard. So, and clients could understand it. It's just like there's a lot of overhead in growing, and there's a lot of different things you have to pay for, and lifestyle expenses go up too with everything, rent and electricity and water, everything. So it's just the way it is. So you got to keep that kind of stuff in mind.